Right, so what is up guys, SDPeasy here, and today we are back with another episode of Lampard's Lounge. Today we have the FA Cup 5th round and a 2-0 win of the failed Invincibles. 2-0 win over Liverpool. They are having a horrendous run at the moment, lost 3 of their last 4 games and conceded 8 goals in that time. What is happening there? I don't know. Do you know what? I don't care. We've beat them 2-0 in the Cup, we're through to the next round, and this is our big chance for a trophy this season. So let's see if Lamps can get it done. So we're going into the teams here. Chelsea went with a 4-3-3. I must say, a bit happier with this team than I have been in recent weeks. Now, obviously, in recent weeks, I have literally said in nearly every episode, this is a terrible start 11. I don't like the start 11. Blah, 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 blah. But today, I mean, it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Players like Pedro and Barkley were still playing. I know Barkley did score, but he's not one of my favourites. It's safe to say. But he scored a very good goal, to be fair to him. Fair play. Willian, obviously, with an alright effort, and Adrian sort of dropped it into his own net. They were pretty much our goals. Barkley's, to be fair, was an absolute banger. Fair play to him. Billy Gilmore absolutely running the show in the middle, and I was happy that Aritza Balaga was back in goal, as well as Zuma playing. See, Christensen goes out the team, clean sheet. I've said this for weeks, but Christensen is not good enough. He's dreadful. He drops from the team for 1 game, clean sheet. I'm sorry, but there's your proof. I mean, I'm sorry. I thought we made good substitutions, especially with Kovacic's injury. I was worried he'd bring on Jorginho and sort of ruin the game a bit and become more defensive. But he brought on Mount. We were more attacking. It was what I wanted to see. It was attacking, quick, free-flowing football. Brilliant from Chelsea, and what I expect to see from us week in, week out. Liverpool also went with a 4-3-3, and it's safe to say that Manchester United have clearly got the better Williams, as the right back was absolutely dreadful. I didn't rate him very highly, it's safe to say. Obviously, Adrian had an absolute howler with the first goal. He was, to be fair, he made a good save just before that, but the first goal, Jesus, it was poor. Minamino did nothing. I was really actually disappointed by him. I thought he'd have a really good game, and I thought he'd really show off his talent that he did at RB Leipzig. But he was dreadful. He literally didn't do anything all game. So yeah, I was a bit surprised. Mane wasn't great either. Firmino and Salah, when they came on, didn't create anything or change the game in any way. I thought maybe Klopp would bring them on earlier. He brought them both on, obviously, when they were already 2-0 down, and not even like immediately at 2-0 down. He brought them on sort of 10 and 20 minutes later. I was very surprised by that. I didn't really understand why he brought them on so late. Like, surely, I mean, the league is wrapped up. Yes, they lost to Watford, but the league is wrapped up. Surely, they've got no reason to save their players. Why not commit your team to this game and try and win another trophy? I was very surprised. Very poor from Jurgen Klopp, in my opinion. I wasn't surprised by what he did, but I was also very disappointed by the idea that he just didn't use them. And I thought maybe he'd go for it more. But Liverpool still had a very good team out. They still had 5 or 6 first teamers in the team. So it's not like they can go, we had a weak team out, because they didn't. You can clearly say they didn't. Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Mane, Origi's a good player, Lallana's a good player. You can't say that's a bad team. You just can't. So we outplayed them, and we fully deserved the 3 points. Well, I say 3 points into the next round. Right, positives and negatives. Now, as you can see, a lot of positives today. Billy Gilmore ran the absolute show. Man of the match. Made Fabinho look poor. He literally had him in his back pocket the whole game. He absolutely ran the midfield from the first minute to the last. Completely controlled the whole tempo of the game. He was involved in everything good that Chelsea did. He was constantly winning the ball back, and this man is a special talent. At 18 years old, he's going to have a really, really special career at Chelsea. As long as he can keep getting the minutes, keep getting the appearances in, he'll be breaking into the first team more regularly before you know it. This guy, I've been watching him for a while now through the under-23 system. This guy is a very, very talented player. The Anu Xavi is what I'd probably associate him with. So this guy, put some respect on his name. He was the best player on the pitch. And give him a few years, he'll be a first teamer for Chelsea, in my opinion. The return of Kepa, I was always going to be happy about this. I've been saying for weeks how I don't think it's fair that he's still dropped and Caballero's still playing. And for me, he definitely should be starting every week now. That triple save he made in the first half at 1-0, absolutely outrageous. That he got down to 1, got up for 1, got up for the next one. Seriously, it was absolutely fantastic. It was some of the best goalkeeping I've seen. I know he had a poor touch in the first minute. It looked a bit nervy. But he really recovered from that and made some fantastic saves throughout the game. This should, for me, should be his kick on into the team now. Kick on to your form. And I told you guys, you just need to give him time. If you're a Chelsea fan that abused this man and didn't give him time, that's poor from you. All he needed was a little bit more time to settle and just have a little break from a bit bad form. He's back. He's back to his best. In terms of counter-attacking football, we were absolutely excellent. We just took advantage of them. It seems to be in the last few weeks, especially obviously the Atletico and Madrid and Watford games, that teams are just easily being able to tear through Liverpool's defence now, which is obviously unheard of. They have the unbreakable defence that Van Dijk, the best defender in the world, Robertson and Alexander-Arnold, the best fullbacks in the world. Now, I know obviously Alexander-Arnold didn't play, but Robertson did. Gomez is England's probably best centre-half. He played. They have this unbreakable defence, but teams are just tearing them apart, and we continue to do the same. We almost just walked through them at points, and we just made them embarrassed. The way we sort of kept our shape and then took advantage of little nicks of win the ball, off we go. Barkley's goal was a perfect example of that. Fantastic run from him, counter-attack, and a banging finish. You can't complain. I thought we just played very well. Obviously, the clean sheet is a massive, massive bonus. To keep clean sheet against Liverpool is pretty unheard of this season. They do score nearly in every game, but obviously in those 3 games they've lost, they haven't scored at all. So maybe they're throwing the league and everything. I'm just saying. Imagine they lost the last 10 and threw the league. That'd be a madness. But yeah, clean sheet, obviously very important. I feel that was heavily inflicted by Zuma coming into the team and Christensen being out. I really dislike Christensen. He's just dreadful. He's not good enough for me. Zuma is a far better centre-half. And obviously with him coming in, clean sheet, I think that was the obvious choice. I just want to see Tomori back in the team now as well. Maybe in place of Rudy. Just for now, because I think Rudiger's a bit... he's a bit risky to play, and he's a bit sometimes 50-50. But yeah, Zuma, fantastic, and clean sheet, well deserved. And just the composure of the team. It's just a very composed performance. Billy Gilmore personified this. He was just composed the whole game. You never looked under pressure. The rest of the team, they all seemed calm with the ball. Nobody was panicking. They were playing the right pass rather than just a rushed pass. It was, to be fair, considering what I've recently seen from Chelsea, wonderful football. Absolutely wonderful. What I want to see week in, week out. We can do it, so why don't we? The only negative I've got for this game, it's not really, it's in terms of negative of the actual play, there is none. It's just the Kovacic injury. Obviously, he probably is one of our best players and has been probably our best player this season. So it's going to be a very big thing if he's out for a while and we've lost his sort of ball control and his composure in a match. It's going to be a really big loss to the team. Hopefully it's not too bad of an injury, but he didn't look good as he went off. Hopefully he'll be okay for maybe have a week or 2 off and then he'll be back. But we really need him in the team. It'd be really bad if that's a long-term injury. Right, so very important 2-0 win over Liverpool. Hopefully we can kick on from this performance now. Take this amazing performance into the league. Start picking up some results and secure that 4th place, because we've sort of been throwing it away recently with obviously the injuries we've had. But players are starting to come back now. Obviously Kovacic has gone, which is sad. But obviously RLC back soon. Abraham hopefully at the weekend. So we've got players coming back in. So hopefully we can kick on to this form now. Starting getting some results, like I say. Make sure 4th is ours. Maybe even catch Leicester for 3rd, because they're having a bit of a bad patch. But we'll see what we can do. For now, though, very good win in the FA Cup. On to the next round. Hopefully we get a good draw and we can maybe pick up a trophy this season. This would be obviously our big opportunity to get a trophy. Our first season for Lamps, so hopefully we can see that. If you have enjoyed, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new around here. We do upload every single day on YouTube at 6 PM. Chelsea videos every day after every game, reviewing the game. So if you are a fan of this particular content, then stick around for more. We do have plenty of other content on the channel, so have a look and see if there's anything that you do enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.